Today. This time, they were looking for suspected armed burglars. The police action comes on the heels of Tuesday's massive search for a suspected gunman at San Jose City College. Thankfully, both situations ended without injuries. However, there's a domino effect to all of this. NBC Bay Area's DAMIAN Trujillo joins us near San Jose's Oak Grove High School with tonight's story. DAMIAN.
Well, Raj, there were 26 police officers out here at the scene on Coy Drive in South San Jose. That's 26 fewer officers able to patrol the streets or respond to your calls for service. They needed the heavy firepower from 5 different police districts to arrest the burglary suspects on Coy Drive in South San Jose.
We just didn't have the resources or manpower to handle it with what we had. We had a couple of different locations. We had a burglary scene.
It was the same scenario on Tuesday. There were 79 officers on patrol that day. It took 24 of them to help look for a suspected gunman at City College. That's almost a third of the shift. The department says the apparent hoax meant dozens of calls for help were put on the back burner.
It's our duty and our obligation to go ahead and make sure that we get to those citizens and answer those calls for service.
NBC Bay Area obtained these records. They showed during the time of the City College incident, 139 calls out of 220 were listed as pending. That's almost 2/3, meaning it might be hours before an officer arrives. Calls like hit and run, a fight in progress, and car thefts.
Once you start drawing 30, 40 people, officers away, you're really stretched thin.
The police union boss blames staffing levels. In the month of December alone, 18 more officers resigned, most bitter over pay and benefits reductions.
It is really a department that is reached its breaking point.
Today's incident forced officers to put more calls on hold.
We do have a number of calls that have been pending out in Southern Division because of these priority calls that take place.
And what happens to those calls now?
They pend, and we're trying to get units into service as quickly as possible. Otherwise, they'll hold for swing shift.
We should also mention the good news in that City College incident. During those few hours, police were able to respond to 76 calls for help. These are calls that are priorities, calls where there is imminent physical danger. So they did get to a lot of calls that day. Now here's another sobering number for you. In 2012 alone, this year alone, the San Jose Police Department received resignations from 138 police officers. San Jose PD is in crisis. We're in San Jose. I'm DAMIAN Trujillo, NBC Bay Area News.
That is a staggering number. All right, thank you.